She did not show up for work.
Her mom started panicking, called the cops. She has not been seen from since.
As police search for a missing woman for 6 years.
Missing for 6 years.
Her car was later found abandoned on I-45.
This girl named Miyako had one of the most scariest, disturbing cases to ever happen in Japan. And because this case is so spooky, the deeper we dive into this case, you may think it's fiction, but actually it's all real. Snack break, GGYS. I do want y'all to send me what you eating right now while watching this video. I'm gonna put a thumbs up if what you having is good, if I like it. I'm gonna put a thumbs down if what you having is eh. Somebody sent them eating olives while watching my videos. Oh my god. I hate olives with a passion. I just can't, my body cannot do it. I think that's the #1 most gross, nastiest thing to me. For the most part though, y'all be having some good stuff. With that being said, shout out Korex Kenshin. GGYS, y'all already know what I'm about to say. Go get your snacks.
I just started off in your world.
Now, Miyako works almost every day of the week. She's working really hard to stack up as much money as she can for school. After work, it is nighttime, and she come across 2 options when she want to go home. She can either take the bus, which costs money. She hate doing it because she really want to save money. Or she could do the second path. Now, this is the path that she took the most. So this path is very terrifying. This is a video of the path. Yes, a real video. And I'm not gonna lie, this is scary.
広島県北広島町の我流山の林道の入り口です。今日の捜索は午後5時で終了し、私の後ろに張られていた規制線も現在は解かれています。
And you may be thinking, well, she did it multiple times. What's wrong with today? Problem is, when she would walk that path at night after work, she would actually do it with someone who she worked with because the person who she worked with lived around the same area as her. It was a guy, but the guy got fired. So this night, she had to walk down this path. So, you know what? She had to put on her big girl boots. She didn't want to take the bus. Save money. Me personally, I would have just took the bus. She should have listened to her instincts. It is no way that I'm taking that path. I know. And she went down this path. The next morning, she didn't show up for work. One of the workers had to take over her shift and was very frustrated with her. So they calling her, but she doesn't pick up. And they get frustrated and more frustrated because they kept calling her and she wasn't picking up. But they got worried. After some time passed, what ended up happening is one of the bosses would call the mother. And the mother said, you know what? I'm worried too. Because that night when she said she was going to take that path, because she told me about the path, she said she was going to text me or call me when she get home. And she never did. And here's the thing. Here in Hamada City, which is located in Japan, it is so safe.
Do you think Japan is a safe country?
Or it's a safe country here.
I never felt safer in any other country, even walking down in Shinjuku late at night. 安全な国だと思います.
So when the parents reported her missing to the police, they did a search instantly because they didn't want to scarify the public. But as we get deeper into this case, the public will have no choice but to be scarified. Now, in every investigation case, there is one thing that you gravitate towards first when trying to find evidence on where this person may be. CCTV footage.
Cameras. When you look at how many other brands of cameras there are out there, we're probably talking about hundreds of thousands of cameras.
They're able to identify moving objects, all of which makes the data much richer. Your life can be rewound and your secrets can be revealed.
And what they found was her leaving from her work shift like every other normal night. The only bad thing is because she took that path, there's no CCTV footage in this wooded area. So they couldn't figure out the time she left this place or even did she even make it out this place. Around this time, it made news all over Hamada City. Investigators and the parents put missing person posters all around. And because literally everyone knew about this case and because nothing happens like this around this area, they had to set a curfew for everyone. You must come home at a certain time, no matter where you at. That's how scared the public was. Now get this. This wooded path area will become so famous around this city because of how creepy it began to become. Because everybody is talking about the missing girl. It was almost like this path just ate her alive. So people was like, you know, the younger kids, the college students, should we sneak out our parents' house at night and go through this path? But nobody would dare go through that path. Except for one brave man who was going mushroom hunting. Then there was this following day, a man was searching for mushrooms in this wooded area where she took that path at. But it's daytime, and as he's searching for some mushrooms, he see a big one in the distance. He walk up close to it and he picks it up. He drops it immediately because it's her head. And something that he noticed about her head was that it was badly beaten. And when police discovered that it was her, they knew that it was a murder. Now remember when I said investigators checked CCTV footage and they couldn't tell if she came out the woods or never even left the woods? Truth be told is, they didn't even know about the woods. They had no idea that she takes this path. So they wasn't thinking about this until the guy thought that mushroom was a mushroom and it ended up being Miyako in this wooded area. And when they checked this path, finally they found pieces of her and pieces of her and pieces of her in this area. But there was no evidence of who committed this murder. And as time went by, the case actually went really cold.
For 6 years.
Then something strange happened because this news reporter decided, you know what, I want to go live and I want to report on this path area that she took. So he decided to go at nighttime. He set up the cameraman and him. And as he's talking, mind you, it is live, people heard something very strange in the background. Now, it is in another language, so it'll be hard for you to understand, but I'm gonna play it anyways.
広島県北広島町の我流山の林道の入り口です。今日の捜索は午後5時で終了し、私の後ろに張られていた規制線も現在は解かれています。
What everybody heard live at this moment, even a news reporter and a cameraman, was a woman's voice. She was saying, "This is so painful. This is very painful. Why only me?" And there was two theories at this point. The first theory was, it's Miyako. It's her ghost. It's her spirit that's talking during this moment. Then there was the other half. Somebody was actually getting murdered during this time of the reporters reporting this path live. Regardless, both theories were scaring out the public. Now, if you listen to that video very carefully, because some of you may still be confused about what you're hearing, when you play it back, well, I'll play it again, you can sound like it's crying in the background. That is the person that is saying that scary saying. It's very painful. Why only me?
広島県北広島町の我流山の林道の入り口です。今日の捜索は午後5時で終了し、私の
As years pass, the case is now cold. Not everybody is talking about it no more. One investigator noticed something that was overlooked, a main clue that went missing in this case. A guy named Yoshiharu. He lived about a couple hours away from the city Hamada. He was an offender to 3 victims.
Is that they tend to a lot of things going on in their world, something that the average person might see as just a normal social interaction, they will often. For instance, they'll go to the store, get their change back, and the clerk says, "Thank you very much," smiles, says, "Have a nice day." And I've often heard people perceive that as, oh, they want me. They want to have. They'll misinterpret.
Now, the reason why this guy is a big clue is because when he got out of prison, he moved to Hamada City right before Miyako was murdered. When they checked his home, they found a device with over 40 pictures with Miyako in it. It was very disturbing pictures. It basically told them how he murdered her. Mind you, they found pieces in the woods. And this guy, Yoshiharu, decided to take pictures of all of this. And let's remember, years already passed. So he was chilling back at home the whole time, loving life, thinking, you know what? Oh, I'm straight. I got away with murder. But actually, this case gets even much more strange. Oh my. Look what's about to happen, and I just got the goosebumps. Can y'all see the goosebumps? I got the goosebumps. Yoshiharu and his mother was driving in the car, but all of a sudden, the car started to ram against this railing, ram back out. Ram against this railing, ram back out. And somebody is just watching this happen. The car is just running into it, pulling back out, decided to call 911. It was a lady, and she said, this car is just driving against this railing and then backing up and driving against this railing. I don't know what's going on. It's almost like this car is possessed and they can't control this car. And I don't know why they're not getting out the car. And the whole time, Yoshiharu and his mother was in the car and didn't get out. So the car burst into flames and both of the two passed away. When everyone around Hamada City heard this, they was like, this was a curse. And this is why it happened to them the way that it did. Whether the car was possessed or he did it purposely, we really don't know. But the witnesses who seen it said that it looked so possessed. It's almost like they didn't want to get out the car, like they was accepting their fate. So after he murdered Miyako, this incident happened with Yoshiharu and his mother. Then they found out that Yoshiharu was involved, and then they went to his house, checked the devices, seen all of these photos of her. So it was no arrest because he was already not alive. This is one of them cases that just got strange and much more strange. This was a very strange case, and if any of you have photos or strange videos of something tragic almost happening to you or happening to you that I can make a full video about, and I'm not talking about something little, something very terrifying, DM me and I will make a video about it. That being said, stay safe. I love y'all. Good night.
If you really wanna fuck with me, bro, maybe you should come try and see.